Anything interesting going on YouTube?
There's this.
The stuff with Bestia. I forgot about that.
We are aware that the decision to replace Bestia at the Blast TV Austin Major 2025 has led to a number of questions about the decision-making process.
Okay.
In the interest of transparency, we are more than happy to provide further clarity regarding the factors which have led to this unfortunate outcome. As is the case for any of our events, all participating teams are subject to the visa requirements of the host country.
Okay.
Since February, Blast has been in consistent communication with all teams regarding the U.S. visa process required to attend the event.
Okay.
This outreach began well ahead of qualification to ensure that any issues or delays could be addressed before the event.
Right on.
In total, we have seen 31 teams and 158 players successfully secure the required visas following the application process put in place for the tournament, all within the published deadlines.
Okay.
Bestia qualified for the tournament on Thursday, April 17th. Each team is ultimately responsible for
April 17th, and today is 25th of May, so over a month ago.
Securing its players' visas, and they are always at the discretion of the host country. We shared
Those
all
Subway
relevant
Surfers.
visa information and stayed in regular contact to support their process. During this time, Bestia had appointments where they failed to secure all player visas. On Friday, May 16th,
How does that
we issued a
happen?
clear and final deadline to all teams with outstanding visa issues.
Yeah, they had a
Wednesday,
month.
May 21st at 5 p.m. Central European Summertime. By this time, all teams were expected to have secured visas for enough of their submitted roster in order to compete in Austin.
Okay.
This deadline was put in place to help maintain competitive integrity and logistical event planning.
Yeah, fair enough.
As of the deadline, 2 of Bestia's players had not obtained the required visas.
Wait, only
And as a
2?
result, we proceeded to confirm they had not met the requirements to participate in the tournament and had to be replaced. This decision was made in line with the tournament participation agreement. While the relevant players subsequently did receive visas, there's no dispute that they were not in place in time to meet the required deadline. Accordingly, we had no choice but to hold
thank you,
the
Chewbacca.
tournament, which all teams were aware of. It is a matter of huge regret for everyone involved that this has resulted in Bestia not being able to compete at the Austin Major.
That's gotta
We
fucking
recognize
blow,
this-
man. By the way, I'm watching Cooper's video because there's like I can't find a video that like actually talks about this whole thing that's like not some streamer reacting to it. So we're just gonna have to make do with this.
As you can see, 6.1k comments with 4k likes. You're doing the wrong thing. We wanted to resolve this fairly. See you in court. Wow. I wonder if they're actually going to sue them.
The thing is, if Bestia actually sues Blast, they're just gonna fucking lose. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. There's no way they're winning that lawsuit. You impose the deadline 3 days before. Bro, so this is funny because all the fucking Argentinian players, they want Bestia to compete, so they're on Bestia's side. Everyone else does not give a fuck. Literally, the entire rest of the community, other than like a few pro players that are trying to keep a good image, everyone else is just like, bro, we don't give a fuck. Like, it's just some tier 3 team that would not have gotten far at the major anyway. We don't care. Just leave us alone. That's basically the community's response in a nutshell, pretty much. Other than like, you know, the pro players that are trying to keep a good image, so they're actually like supporting them.
Can they? The rules were there, can they? You give 5 days official notice with a weekend in between. On top of that, you've shown tremendous lack of transparency, except when it comes to sending out of context excerpts to HLTV. Deadline issued 3 business days before the date, not being communicated before the point, missed by Bestia by less than 24 hours. Ooh. Uh-oh. You are lying? See you in court. Oh. Holy shit. Why did you put a visa deadline in the Austin Major rulebook? Last priorities are hosting an event on a country that's always been complicated. No flexibility.
On a country that's always been complicated to access? Is that true? Because I've never been to the US, so I don't know. Like, is it difficult to get a visa to go there? And like, apparently there's multiple different visas too. Like, I don't know how this whole process works, so I don't know. From what I understand, if I wanted to travel to NA right now just to hang out there, I don't think I need a visa, but I think it's because they technically go there to work. That's why they need a visa, right? Because I remember people saying that like, if I wanted to travel to the US right now, I would not need a visa because I'm just going there like on a holiday type thing. And you don't need a visa for that, apparently.
You issued a deadline on Friday. That's only 3 business days. What a joke. Bro, people are not happy about this. You know what you're doing? This is going to turn so dark. Is it? Damn, bro. These guys got hella fucking fans.
It's funny how the only people supporting this are all Argentinian, because they just want to see their country compete. Like, bro. Wait, what? Fucking Dust 2. Bestia CEO to Blast. See you in court. If this situation could escalate anymore, it'd be an escalate. Fuck you, whoever wrote this.
Wait, they're posting photos of the... This is the face behind the crappy company? Oh my god. Wait, this is getting crazy. Victory in war does not depend on the size of the fighting force, but the strength that comes from heaven. Oh my God.
Okay,
This is an act of war?
It's so funny because this fucking scenario is literally, this is exactly what happens whenever someone on Twitter trash talks like a Turkish player, like fucking Aurora, for example. Any Aurora haters have experienced this just because there's like, it's just a flood of Turkish fans that are like, we will fuck your mother and kill her and fuck you and kill your dog. And you know, they don't actually give you any reason to like their players other than just fucking death threats. It's so fucking funny. Like,
I mean, I think Bestia should be allowed to play, but holy, you should have researched your foes better. Wow. You do not fucking mess with us.
yes, we do. You're a small country that no one gives a fuck about. No one cares about the fact that your team doesn't get to play at the major because, I'm sorry to say, but even if they did get to the major, they would have gotten knocked out in group stage about 1-3 anyway. They might have won like 1B or 3 against like NRG or something. Don't get angry if you get replaced. You literally qualified in April. The major dates are there online from Valve. Get your visas. What a joke. Lawsuit. Esports is sadly a joke. Do the players have to get their visas themselves, or is the org responsible for that? Because I remember someone saying that apparently the org is responsible for that, but I don't know if that's the case. I mean, it would make sense, but like, I don't know. What a nothing burger of a video. Okay. Is that how people just hop to defend Blastralis at the first opportunity? You don't think Blast would bend the precious rules if it was device or simple or donk? Of course they would. At the end of the day, tournaments are about ratings and Blast proof. They don't care about their own rules with Brovid. So I don't know why everyone's got such a hard on for deadlines. I'm glad they're getting sued. No doubt will be settled out of court, so Blast don't have to have their uneven application of their own rules litigated in a public record. Yeah, like, exactly. At the end of the day, it's still a business. And like, yes, it does suck, but get fucking used to it. Like, that sounds really shitty, but this is going to keep happening. At the end of the day, Blast is still a business. All these orgs are still businesses. So this is going to keep happening because at the end of the day, money is at the center of everything. In all of these situations, money is at the center. And yes, it does suck, but like, that's just kind of the way the world is, man.